Right there with that, the area around Grade Lane remains closed, but officials say they're making some progress in the cleanup. WHAS 11's Conroy Deluche was at that news conference in Metro Hall talking to city leaders about when that road could reopen. Conroy, what'd you learn?
Well, Doug, NTSB is still investigating the debris field, which is still massive right now, but they are making progress on the cleanup. The city is in control of the site, and they're hoping to shrink the footprint of the impacted area as the week continues. And Jody Myman with Emergency Services says potentially as early as next week, we could start seeing some businesses being able to get back in there. But right now, the area is still shut off to the public and considered dangerous.
Through prayer, through crosses and ribbons.
This is when Louisville truly comes together and shows its strength as one community.
The morning continues in Louisville as the cleanup picks up around Grade Lane, with NTSB using heavy equipment to dig around the impacted area.
They're still looking for debris in certain areas that could still be away from the actual main debris field, that could still be on the property of some of these business owners.
Mayor Craig Greenberg says 90 minutes after the crash, MSD was already jumping into action and stopped 30,000 gallons of oil from seeping into the groundwater and protecting waterways. MSD did put out a notice to neighbors in the southern part of Jefferson County in case of contamination.
That advisory, although precautionary, is still in effect, and we are still asking people to avoid contact with waterways, especially along Pond Creek, the northern ditch, and southern ditch. However, there is no impact to the drinking water in those areas.
MSD's director, Tony Parrott, says people should avoid swimming, fishing, or kayaking in the water in that area.
We will continue to work with EMA, also EPA, and others, and continue our assessment of the waterways over the next several weeks.
As for Grade Lane, officials say they have a security plan in place to protect property and preventing people from getting in.
We're also working to reduce the footprint of the disaster site itself, which could ultimately get some businesses back opened over the course of the next week or so.
But right now, officials say the street and debris field remain dangerous.
Now, there will be a hotline set up sometime by mid-afternoon tomorrow that businesses and people and anyone who's been impacted by the crash can start to call and get information from the city. And they also said that there should be a resource center set up by the end of this week. Obviously, still a long way to go in the recovery. Live outside Metro Hall with photojournalist Gabby DeGeorge, Conroy Deluche, WHAS 11 on your side.
Conroy, thanks so much. Of course, we're going to continue to follow the story all evening long and in the coming days.